So at this point, you're absolutely right. The debt limit has kind of become the main story in D.C. this week. But look, things are still happening on that social spending and tax plan from President Biden, that reconciliation package that they are working on. Biden met with lawmakers this week, just small virtual meetings, trying to figure out what that bottom line is. And I think at this point, the question is, how do you take a $3.5 trillion package and move it to a package that's more like $1.9 trillion to potentially 2.2, 2.3 trillion. A big question right now is that are programs currently in the bill going to be cut completely, or are they going to try and keep as many programs as they can, but just fund them far less than lawmakers initially wanted? And that's been a big discussion on Capitol Hill. Right now, though, there isn't that urgency behind it because we don't have a deadline until the end of the month. October 31st is when Congress is at very least going to need to reauthorize a key highway funding program. This one regularly needs to be reauthorized. It's not specific to President Biden's plan, but party leaders are hoping that by having that as the new deadline, they can encourage work to be done throughout the month. That said, this is a huge package. They have a long way to go. They have a lot of people that they need to get on board. And a timeline for this getting done, if it gets done, isn't clear at this point.
If it gets done. And Emily, do we know, I mean, we heard from Senator Mitch McConnell on Wednesday that he is supportive of when it comes to pushing the debt decision until December. Do we know whether all Republicans are on board with this strategy?
We don't at this point. I mean, we are still figuring out a lot of details about what this looks like. I mean, right now you had Senator Schumer come to the floor in the middle of the night last night and say, hey, we're still trying to figure out exactly what this looks like. We don't know how long this extension would go to. I mean, McConnell was saying late November, could be early December. We don't know what it's going to look like. We don't know if there's going to be a dollar limit attached or if they're going to say we're going to extend it to a certain date. Lots and lots of questions out there. And I think we're really going to need to get the details of this proposal first before we can accurately say whether or not Republicans are going to support it. Of course, though, if you don't have 10 Republicans support it, then we're right back in the situation that we were in yesterday.